experiences in Ecuador in no particular order.
Number 1. Visiting the Amazon rainforest. I cannot believe that I have walked in these lush jungles. The Amazon rainforest is the world's largest tropical rainforest. It is said to produce more than 20% of the world's oxygen. It is also one of the world's richest and most biodiverse ecosystems. I felt like a mere speck amidst these green giants. If the trees could talk, what would they say? Learning a little bit about the plants and animals living here was so fascinating. Our daily boat rides along the Arahuna River always allowed us to experience something new. I was hoping to see the endangered Amazon pink dolphins, but we were told you can mostly find them in the Peruvian Amazon. So I guess we'll save that for a future trip maybe. The parrot clay lakes along the riverbanks was also something out of National Geographic. The brightly colored trees, weird insects, creepy tarantulas, pretty but poisonous frogs. Everything had its own place, its role in the forest. Number 2. The Centro Historico de Quito. It is believed to be one of the best preserved colonial centers. It is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and for that reason, I was more than happy to check it out and explore. It was lively, colorful, charming, and quaint. They had lots of plazas, and what I liked about it was also full of local people, so it wasn't just some touristy place. There were also several churches scattered around nearby. We only got to visit one, and it was the cathedral. Like most Spanish churches, it was beautiful and had lots of intricate details and fine art adorning the inside. We randomly joined a tour with a Spanish-speaking guide and followed her up to a dark old stairwell.
Ooh, this is cool. This is what we're looking for.
She led us to the roof of the church after some questionable low and narrow passageways. But that was fun.
Cool.
Number 3. Middle of the
equator,
world.
latitude 000. I'm walking the equator line and leading up to the monument. I'm on the north, I believe, northern hemisphere. This is the southern hemisphere, and in both hemispheres.
Fun fact, this is not the true equator, as this was even before the GPS. Balancing that egg was fun. Not really sure if the equator has something to do with it though. Number 4. The Papaya Hot Springs. High up in the Andes Mountains lie this thermal paradise. It's got a hotel, a restaurant serving delicious food, several natural hot springs, and a spa to boot. The pools come in different sizes and temperatures. In some of the rooms, the pools were right outside their doors. On our last night, we soaked in these magical waters until it was time for bed. Surrounded by lush greenery, we were no longer in the Amazon, but we were in a cloud forest enveloped by mountains and feeling the coolness of the air. We strolled around and enjoyed looking at the plants and flowers, the landscaping, and the views. But all this beautiful nature came with a high price. Altitude sickness at 10,800 feet. My hubby started feeling sick the minute he stepped off the bus. He could not get his breathing right. He tried to enjoy and make the most of our stay here. He even tried to do a short hike with me to the national park just beside the resort.
It's hard to breathe here. Altitude sickness again. We want to hike, but our lungs won't let us hike. Alright, we're going back.
Coca tea.
What is coca tea?
It's supposed to have some cocaine in it.
No, it does not. What is it for?
It's for altitude sickness.
Why are you having altitude sickness?
We are, I don't know, we're in 10,000 feet of elevation.
And he's been having altitude sickness since yesterday. I'm having some coca tea too.
Let's see if I can.
We tried to hike, but it was like a little bit too much activity and exertion for the day. So we're back here having some coca tea to hopefully help relieve the altitude sickness.
Last but not the least, number 5, the people. We had a good tour group. We bonded well with a handful of people, and like high school kids, sat on the same table. Everyone was helping out each other, always lending a helping hand or a kind word. The Eco Lodge staff also took great care of us. They were funny and very knowledgeable about the place.
I am not taking this off.
Everyone had fun and jammed along well with each other.
Wait, whoa!
The Ecuadorians take great pride in their culture and heritage. Experts in their own field, they shared to us so many things, sometimes even those that we take for granted.
Branches.
We visited a local indigenous group called the Quichuas, learned about the Oropendula bird and their hanging nests,
Man, because you see that tree on the branches, like a pile of.
played with a local dog, and got to taste the world-famous Arriba chocolate from Ecuador.
We can eat that. We have a chance to eat it and taste sweet fruit, for example.
We also witnessed the partial making of chicha, a traditional alcoholic beverage made from yuca.
It is like yogurt.
Tastes like yogurt. Drinking chicha.
There you go.
Yogurty.
Famous.
This was raw and processed chocolate. Now this is guayusa tea, grown from the guayusa plant native to the Amazon. I liked it better than the chicha. Now in every trip, there has to be some strange exotic delicacies involved. These are chontacuro worms and are harvested from a palm tree. They can be eaten raw or grilled. It's a popular Amazon snack. And yes, of course, he just had to do it.
Uno, dos, tres.
The children dancing was the icing on the top. It may be a little touristy, but the families earn extra income from guests like us by selling locally made items or souvenirs. It was heartwarming to interact with them despite the language barriers. All we needed were smiles and laughter. So, those were my top 5 experiences in Ecuador. Which one was your favorite? I know, I did not include the Galapagos on that list because we didn't go to the Galapagos Islands. We were only there for 5 days, not enough time. So we will save that for next time. For sure, we will go back to the Galapagos because it's on my bucket list. Bye!